Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadan back again with another free real life stock review just for you. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic, and wow, what a bearish day in the market it was last night. So much fun was made, so much money and so much fun was made on that particular candle. Not on SPY specifically, but I did definitely take some bearish day trades last night. The SPY, if you take a look at the 5 minute, we really just kind of traded sideways for the first, say, half an hour or so. And as soon as we took out this low pre-market, I mean, there was no real support until at least this particular level. And below that, there was nothing really until here. So you can see we did kind of consolidate sideways here. We did take some nice bearish moves on Zoom, and I did also on NVDA, which I'll talk about those in just a moment. But realistically, guys, the SPY was definitely due for a pullback. We've been talking about this for a while. If you take a look at the VIX, reason being is the market was going higher, and so was the VIX. So a lot of people are protecting their assets on the broader markets, especially, and obviously the VIX being quite high right now. Really good time to start looking at selling puts. Not necessarily buying options; they will be quite expensive. So all you option traders out there will be paying a little bit more premiums. But more or less, guys, the markets did need a pullback, and we are most likely going to continue. I do expect us to try to retest and then go lower, but I am looking for a nice 8 to 10% pullback on the SPY. Here's the E-minis. You can see we are currently retesting. We are throwing in some really nice long lower shadows. If we do trade up a little bit, and this level does get taken out, guys, then the next level will be about 33.50 and some change. But the E-minis, really, really, really nice pullback. Loving this volatility. Here's Zoom. So Zoom was just a beautiful gap. It was a perfect gap. So we had a sensational retest gap, and we opened below the low of the previous 2 days and retested the high. We retested the lows. So if you take a look at the 5 minute, we really just created this sensational double top action right here, and as soon as these three candles came in, everybody at the real life trading room, in the day trading room, we did get into a short position with an entry here and a stop above here and take profit here for 2.8R on that one. So Zoom was a sensational, beautiful day trade. If you caught it, fantastic. On the daily though, if you are looking at this, it did need to pull back. I do think this gap is going to fill over the next few weeks or so, and then it will be definitely a dip buying opportunity on Zoom. I'll possibly get into some sort of leap option on Zoom or some sort of synthetic long. Now here's NVDA. I guess I took profits a little too early on this one, but I also was trading this when the market was going completely sideways. So I'll just share this particular trade with you. I actually was trading this on the 1 minute. So here it is. Here's the trade setup. So we had this nice little double bottom, and we were forming a really, really nice descending triangle right here. As soon as it broke down, I was like, well, I'll have an entry down here with a short, stop above here, and look to take profits roughly around the low of day. Now, yes, I know I probably could have made a lot more money holding a little bit longer, but this was when we got into Zoom, and I mean, we made money on the downside anyway. So more or less, guys, it was just a phenomenal trade. Well done to everyone who was trading bearish last night and had an absolute ball on the markets last night. It was absolutely incredible. Here's the ASX 200. Huge gap down after the bearish day on the S&P last night. And I mean, realistically, guys, take a look at the shorter term moving averages. We opened below the 50-day EMA. So right now, I do expect us to trade a little bit lower, at least down to 54.67. That will be the first level of support that I would think. And for the longer term moving averages, the 100 simple moving average, and if we do get a really heavy sell-off, which I don't think is going to happen, but it would be around 52.14. Here's Newcrest. So Newcrest, do keep this one on your watch list, guys, for all you gold traders out there. You can be looking to buy GLD shares, but however, everyone who is trading Newcrest, this is a nice dip buying opportunity. Expect us to trade sideways, possibly till about October, and then from there, possibly get into some sort of long position, whether you are pyramiding in or scaling into this position, buying some shares, waiting for us to collect some momentum before we go higher. But this is a really, really nice dip. We're at the 100 simple moving average on a daily chart, and on the weekly chart, we're coming down to the 50. So if we come down to the 50, obviously I'm going to be looking for a buy down there. Here's ANZ. Now ANZ really just consolidating sideways, not a whole lot going on here. We do have the 100 simple moving average coming into play, helping with support. It did happen once before back here in August, and right now makes sense just to completely go sideways. I do think we're going to continue to trade sideways between the 100 and the 200, possibly till the end of the year. Actually, I do think right now, if you are looking at holding shares, you really need to have a long-term outlook on this. We could be here for a while. So just keep that in mind if you are holding ANZ. Here's crude oil. Crude oil not really doing a whole lot on the daily chart, throwing in a really nice hammer candle off the 200. Me personally, I'm not overly bullish after we have broke this particular trend line. I do think this is just going to retest and then roll back down. Then crude oil may continue just to trade sideways as it has been doing for the last few months. But crude oil, really no particular trade right now on that one. Gold. Keep your eyes on gold. All you futures traders out there, or if you are looking at owning some gold, just know that we are coming to a support level. On the shorter term moving averages, we've got the 50 EMA. I wouldn't be too bearish if we did close below the 50, just simply because the 100 simple moving average is just there. So if it does dip, just let it come down to the 100 and then possibly look to buy that dip on gold at a lower level. But more or less, guys, I am very bullish on gold. And last but not least, the Aussie dollar. So I did draw this in my last review for you guys, and we are following this Mr. Squiggles like an absolute champion. So right now, obviously, if we do bounce off the 20 or go completely sideways, I expect that. I do want us to come down to at least the 50, whether or not we trade sideways until that occurs. From there, guys, the next target is going to be 74, back to 74, back to a resistance level. Watch and wait and see how we transpire over that. But this pullback was definitely needed on the Aussie dollar. All right, guys, I'll be back next week. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.